Hello everybody, Accureye here, and welcome to a bit of a Let's Talk video. So, I decided to do this just on Street Fighter, but in today's video, we will be talking about speedrunning and, why people do it. Some of you may be thinking, what the heck is speedrunning, and why is it fun? It just doesn't seem to, it seems to ruin the game, when I watch people who speedrun, games like that, and in some ways, maybe it does, but in my opinion, speedrunning is a good way to challenge a gamer. And it's a good way to challenge yourself into seeing if you can be efficient as possible. Because from what I've seen, while I've been doing speedrunning for a little bit of time, is that it really in general makes you a little more effective as a gamer. And it does make it to where you kind of see the solution before everyone else does. In some ways, speedrunning does allow you to see a solution and be able to effectively change or do or have whatever it looks like, outside of the, outside of the norm for some people. And, that's exactly what it is that it pretty much is a way to show and, do things that are just outside the norm and, be able to, have it to where you can do these things that seem fairly, I guess, improbable to some degree. And that's one thing about speedrunning that makes it interesting is that, it's exciting to see people who can do something that is absolutely just like, what? That happened? You could do this, you could do that. It's like, most people don't realize that speedrunners are probably some of the most effective gamers in overall, so in general, you will have a lot of people who are doing this or doing that. And speedrunning is, like I've said, it's just a way to make the game as quickly as possible, or to do things as quickly as possible, and just in general be able to have it to where you can do these things that were like, what, really, so yeah. But anyway, that's pretty much what it is. And as it is, I've been lately practicing speedrunning Catherine. And Catherine is a good example of something that, speedrunning wise, it seems pretty difficult. It seems like, how in the world could anybody be able to speedrun this? But in general, it really is something that everyone can kind of speedrun, And, that is something that really makes it interesting, really makes it fun and, kind of crazy to look at. But, it's also a feat in itself to really be able to do. And this also leads me into a video that I will be talking about pretty soon, which is carrying characters, or characters that can carry versus characters that don't really carry you in general. But that's another video for another time. But anyway, speedrunning is, in some cases, unenjoyable for most people because it's like, well, you're just going through the game as quickly as possible. It's not enjoyable for me to watch. But many people actually enjoy speedrunning. Me, for instance, I never expected to be a speedrunner. I never was expecting myself to go into a point of, like, oh, I'm going to actually speedrun or whatever. But, me, I just thought, hey, I want to do, I wanted to try speedrunning. I wanted to try something that would give me, a last hurrah, if you will, for Dark Souls. And that's why I started wanting to do speedrunning, was because Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, 3 currently is the last Dark Souls as far as we know right now. And with that being the end of the series, I thought, I wanted to do something that was a final farewell, if you will, to the series. So I was like, I could do a challenge run like a level 1 run, but to me it was just like, I don't find that to be challenging, or I don't think that would be a feat enough for me to, do. So, out of everything, I just decided, you know what? I'm going to try speedrun this thing because I wanted to try and speedrun. I wanted to see if it really was something that was unenjoyable or if it was something that was completely enjoyable. Personally, for me, I completely enjoyed speedrunning. And it's why I started doing Catherine speedrunning. It's because I just played Catherine, and we just completed the series recently, if you haven't been watching it. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to speedrun Catherine, see if I could really beat a world record on Catherine. And, yeah, that's exactly what I was intending to do. And, you know, in general, speedrunning is been a absolute joy for me to look at and to absolutely watch. So I'm going to try and show you some tricks that I learned from Catherine about speedrunning that I will show you. But in general, you know, speedrunning is something that to me has been very enjoyable. Very you know, something that to me I've been very you know, I've been very excited to really, you know, get into and try to do for say. You know, which is why that, you know, the whole speedrunning thing to me is interesting, and it's exciting to see other players who are showing the same interest, wanting to do the same thing, and you know, in general, just wanting to just wanting to, you know, be in that ordeal, you know. So yeah, you know. But with that being said, I mean, you know, thank you everybody for joining me on this video. Yeah, if you like this video, you know what to do. I know this is a bit short, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about speedrunning. So thank you everybody for joining me on this video. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, get subscribed, hit the bell notification because I know you want to know when my next video drops next. I am live on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Accureye. I am live on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday for 4 to 5 hours. I'm trying to be live more often on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and potentially Sunday. Monday and Tuesday will be about a 2 to 3 hour stream. Sunday will also be a 2 to 3 hour stream, and usually that will be a bonus stream depending on how I feel that day. Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday will always be around 4 to 5 hours, give or take. But with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. And thank you for watching this video. And until the next one, everybody, this is Accureye signing out and saying farewell, everyone. Yeah, farewell, everyone.